Guys, welcome back to Accurate Brain. So in this video we are going to discuss the microorganisms, the microorganisms chapter. So it is a very important chapter in biology. So yeah, first of all, what is microorganism? So the organisms, note it, no, take one book and note all these points. These are very important points. Okay, organisms that that we can seen by under micro microscope only. We cannot see with our naked eyes. So what is the definition of microorganisms? Organisms that we can seen by under microscope only. We cannot see with our naked eyes. So we cannot see with our eyes. So they can see by only the microscope. Yeah. So I will post a video of in microscope. I prepared microscope with a homemade microscope I prepared. So I will keep that video also very soon. So coming to our point. So organisms that we can see by under microscope only. So there are small that we cannot see with our eyes. So you can imagine that we cannot see with our eyes. So it is very small. So okay, that can be seen under microscope only. So okay, we cannot see with our naked eyes. So okay, microorganisms are over. Now we are going to the beneficial microorganisms and harmful microorganisms. So friend and microorganisms. So four means harmful microorganisms. Okay. Harmful microorganisms. So there are beneficial microorganisms and harmful microorganisms. So coming to the beneficial microorganisms, so examples of beneficial microorganisms are lactobacillus. So what it helps? It helps in the formation of curd. So milk to curd. The formation of milk to curd. Okay. The formation of milk to curd. So lactobacillus helps in the formation of milk to curd. So okay, first you take in a bowl, take a milk and add some curd, add a sample of curd in that. So keep a total night, then you can see that lactobacillus is slowly formed and the curd is prepared. So okay, now we are going to harmful microorganisms. So harmful microorganisms example is harmful microorganism example is Salmonella. These causes typhoid. So okay, Salmonella is a type of microorganism that causes typhoid disease. Okay, you know the typhoid very well. Yeah? Okay, so now another example of harmful microorganisms are tuberculosis. So another example of harmful microorganism is tuberculosis. This causes the black lung disease. This causes the black lung disease. So, for example, the underground mining. In underground mining, the people are there. So many people are they find to the coal. By the coal, the disease, harmful disease called black lung disease. So okay, now we are going to another topic, that is antibiotic. So okay, antibiotic. So now we are going to antibiotic. So what is antibiotic? So antibiotic is if a medicine does not recover us with any disease so so antibiotic will be used. So this recovers us. So simply, so first of all, when we cause a disease, we go to near doctor. They give us a medicine. So okay, they give us a medicine. So the medicine does not work, does not kill the bacteria. So you can again go to the doctor. The doctor will give you antibiotics that will dissolve the cell wall. Okay, cell wall of bacteria, that will dissolve the cell wall of bacteria. So okay, antibiotics will be used. Okay, antibiotics will be used. These recovered us. So okay, medicine will not, if medicine will not recover us, so we go to doctor and the doctor will give antibiotic. So the antibiotic cure us. So okay, now the process called fermentation. So it is a type. So fermentation. 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 So it is a process of making alcohol. So it is a process of alcohol. It is a process of making alcohol. It is a small biochemical process. It is a small biochemical process. It is a small biochemical process where the sugar molecules say the sugar molecules converted into converted into converted into juices, wines, grapes, in the absence of in the by yeast, in the absence of oxygen. So fermentation is the process of making alcohol. So it is a small biochemical process where the sugar molecules converted into juice, wines, grapes juices, etc. So by yeast in the absence of oxygen. So in this making, it's the process of making alcohol. By the help making of alcohol, there would be no moisture. So the yeast helps in the absence of oxygen. So okay, this fermentation in process is over. Now we are going to nitrogen cycle. So now we are going to nitrogen cycle. So nitrogen, it is not cycle, nitrogen cycle. Nitrogen cycle. Plants, okay, plants cannot take nitrogen directly. Okay, plants cannot take nitrogen directly. Plants cannot take nitrogen directly. So they take nitrogen in the form of NO2, NH plus 4, etc. So the plants do not take nitrogen directly. So plants will take nitrogen. So plants cannot take nitrogen directly. So they take nitrogen in the forms of another forms of nitrogen like NO2, NH plus 4, etc. There are many forms. Okay. Nitrogen cycle. What is nitrogen cycle? Plants cannot take nitrogen in the form of directly. Okay. In the form of directly. So they take nitrogen in the form of NO2, NH plus 4, etc. So many we can discuss, that is so long. So okay. Now nitrogen cycle is over. Nitrogen cycle is over. Okay. So now what you have to do, the homework is so what in this class what we revised that all. So okay, read what is microorganisms. Read what is microorganisms. Okay, so fermentation also. Fermentation. Now that lastly we discussed nitrogen cycle. Nitrogen cycle and friend and foe, useful and beneficial and friend and foe, microorganisms. Okay, you have to read this all the types. So what is microorganisms? So fermentation process, nitrogen cycle process. So friend and foe, what are the types, what are the examples of them. Okay, so I hope you read this all things. So okay, so if you understand today's lecture, so like, share, subscribe. So today we will did so much enjoy. So yeah, microorganisms part 1 is completed. So very soon